Gypsy Rose Blanchard has big news for y'all.
Hey everybody, so I've got some big news. I am now officially a Louisiana driver. And I have to go to the store, so come along with me. So I took my driver's
What the hell was that?
Partially in December and partly in January.
We can't hear her. The car's loud as hell.
The questions were pretty okay. The in-car driving, I did pretty well. The only thing that I need to work on is like parking and turning into lanes or streets.
God, that car sound like it's about to break down.
Fast, and so that's what I have to work on. But for the most part, I'm a pretty good driver. I bought a car, and it's my
You're a
first
killer
car.
driver, girl.
I'm super excited. I like it a lot. It's a lot like Misty's car. And so I feel like it's manageable.
Yeah, that thing is rattling. Y'all hear that? And of course, she's pulling it to the Dollar General. You know that's her favorite spot.
Alright, so I'm at the Dollar General right now. And I need to get a few things for Aurora and
I wonder if she had someone take a picture for her.
I'm going to run in right quick, and I will be right back. Okay, so I am back home now. So thank you to everyone who encouraged me and supported me through this journey to learn how to drive. I was very nervous to begin driving.
Girl, I'm gonna need you to create better content because you took us on that long, boring ride. We could barely hear you. The car was shaking. The car was making hella noise. I wasn't even sure if you was gonna make it back. You didn't even take us into the store. And then you just say, I'm home now. Like, what? That's like taking a kid to the ice cream store and not taking him to get ice cream. I don't know, girl. This was just weird. All of it was weird. You have to find a way to make better content because this ain't it, girl. It's not giving content creator. Even though, I mean, you had your mom unalived. You shouldn't even be doing none of this because that sounds wild. It's like, yeah, I had my mom unalived, but come with me to the Dollar Tree. I learned how to drive. Y'all should be proud of me. Like, what? Girl, you unalived your mom. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is back trying to be an influencer. She said, I'm planning new content for next month. What would you love to see more of? Not this girl trying to be an influencer again after she had her mama unalived. Like, girl, no, we finna run you back off the internet again. You need to go. What made you think you could come on this here internet and capitalize off the fact that you unalived your mom and the public is going to give you the bag? You're wild. A company by the name of Posh Peanut sent Gypsy some clothing or pajamas or whatever. This is another brand that needs to be canceled because why is a brand supporting a mommy murderer? And a woman that used a man with autism and a low IQ that was collecting a permanent disability check to unalive her mom and come out here and villainize him. Yeah. Posh, Peanut, you need to be canceled. And I'm putting this out there.
Hey everyone. So I just received a package from a company called Posh Peanut. They make cute, adorable, comfortable baby clothes and
they'll be canceled
as well. So they sent me this adorable pajama set, and they included a onesie for Aurora to go with it, so we can match.
Oh, what about one for your mom in the casket?
And they also sent me a very soft robe. Like, this is like butter soft. Like, when I touch it, like, it literally...
Yo, you can't sell for nothing, girl, because this is painful to watch you try to sell. Like, this is like butter. Like,
a onesie for Aurora as well. Oh, this is going to be so cute to match with her. So I just want to show you guys. Huge thank you to...
Don't show us how to unalive our moms. only thing this girl could teach us how to do is unalive somebody's mama. And we don't want to learn that, Buki. So you can keep your tips to yourself. Ooh, child, this girl, y'all. Posh Peanut, count your days. Because it's a rezap for you. Y'all, Gypsy is out here wilding. Did y'all see that live that I posted? The fact that she's acting like she gives to the less fortunate, and we know how Gypsy is mind-boggling to me, because I feel like this can't be real. Like, Miss Mams, why are you out here faking the funk? What are you doing? Child, I cannot. Yeah, but Posh Peanut, so go on their IG, go on their TikTok, and we need to cancel them, because there's no way we're going to have this mommy murderer out here being somebody's influencer. What? Girl, you killed her mom. What are you doing out here? Talking about, oh, you got this cute outfit. Did you get one for your mom? Because you got a matching one with you and Aurora. Child. First of all, her in that raggedy ass car making all that noise. And look, no, I'm not knocking anybody having a Nissan, because Nissans are good cars. But that car was making a lot of noise. You can't even fake the funk. Okay, let's not even do that. I'm just saying. Anyways, y'all, Diddy is about to be in a world of... Well, he already is in a world of mess, child. But this right here is really gonna knock your socks right off. Hey, child, Diddy. I don't think there's anything he could do that shocks you, but I still am like, dang, Diddy, he was out here doing the most. For what? Because now you are caught up in a big house. Like, did you think this through? I don't know, y'all. Check this out.
I think I found out what Diddy's email was to Q from day 26 on Making the Band. And I'm pretty sure it has to do with what Dawn Richard said that she saw in her lawsuit. And for some context, if you didn't know, Q used to date Dawn Richard for 5 years. And I'm about to make this all make sense, just stay with me. Back in 2009, Making the Band 4 returned to MTV for another season, and it followed Day 26, Danity Kane, and Donnie. During this season is when we saw Q have multiple disagreements with Screwface and the group's manager and multiple members of the group. And in December of 2009, this is when Q decided to part ways with Day 26. Now, 1 month before Q left Day 26, Dawn Richard said in her lawsuit, in or around November 2009, after the Soul Train Awards in Atlanta, Georgia, Diddy flew out her and Miss Harper to his house in New York on a private jet for an after party. There were many well-known celebrities at this after party and a lot of illegal substances that were being openly consumed. She alleged that Diddy had arranged for dozens of young women and girls, some who appeared to be underage, to be transported to this party. The women arrived wearing little to no clothing and were given substances and alcohol. Many of them appeared lethargic or passed out while Diddy and his guests performed acts on them. Dawn Richard believed that her presence at the party was a test to see whether Diddy could trust her. Dawn Richard alleged that Diddy repeated things like, "This is a buffet, enjoy yourselves. This is what we do and this is how we party." He felt shocked and horrified at the sight of Diddy and his guests violating these incapacitated young women and implored Diddy's personal assistant, Capricorn Clark, to allow her to leave. Miss Clark insisted that Dawn wait 15 minutes for Miss Clark to make it make sense. That way, Dawn's exit wasn't known by Diddy, so he would not have known that she left. Dawn Richard felt panicked and like she was being trapped against her will since she had to wait for Miss Clark to help her leave. Diddy regularly placed her in similar situations with no way to escape. She said that they were required to surrender their phones upon entry. Diddy kept the doors locked and guarded by security personnel, making it impossible for Dawn Richard to leave without alerting Diddy that she had done so. Dawn Richard also alleged that Diddy hired police officers to attend these parties, sending a clear message to his guests that his influence extended to law enforcement officers and created a climate of fear and a tactic of warning that reporting him to authorities would be both unacceptable and futile. She alleged on many occasions Diddy had parties at his house in Miami, Florida, and they lasted for several days. At one of these parties, Dawn Richard alleged that she witnessed Diddy openly stating that he had arranged for a busload of young exotic girls, such mixed black, Asian, Indonesian, and albino. She saw young girls being essayed by Diddy and his guests once again, and she was in a state of panic and terror. Dawn Richard fled to the bedroom Diddy had insisted that she stay in and barricaded herself with the door shut with furniture. I'm now convinced, based off of the timeline of events of everything and Dawn Richard's lawsuit, this has something to do with the email that Q saw that freaked him out. I wholeheartedly believe that this is exactly why Q could not talk in detail about this email that he said that he saw. I think Q might somehow be involved in Diddy's criminal trial. I really do, because we know that Kalina Harper's name has dropped in some of the court docs that have to do with Diddy's criminal trial. I have been wondering if Dawn Richard was going to be involved in this criminal trial, and baby, I really think she is. Q himself has also admitted in the past that something happened to him while working under Diddy.
When you sign up for a job, you try. Money. You know, entertainment. So certain people, you know, get their money differently. I'm talking about like something like, you know, like you want to get paid for, you know, your shit. Maybe I'm different, and that's why I don't, you know, I probably don't have friends, or I don't have anybody really agree with me, because, you know, certain people sign up. You gotta keep it real. Certain people sign up to do the job of paying their rent that way. You know, I didn't sign up for that. I felt like my talent was enough. So now that 4 years later that I have experience in seeing, not putting anyone's business out, because, you know, what you do in your personal bed is whatever you do. But as far as me, when I go to an appearance, I want to get paid for that appearance.
I am convinced that Q talking in that interview with Vlad TV not only showed his trauma about what he dealt with personally, but also him explaining that email and how it affected him so horribly was exactly what Dawn Richard was saying that she saw, what she went through in her lawsuit. And I feel like this is exactly why we saw him crying, saying, I don't see why anybody would want to treat artists this way, would want to harm people that just want to be great, that just want to make music. I think they both have the same exact trauma and are dealing with the same thing, just like other members of Making the Band that we have heard from. It makes the story even more heartbreaking. But y'all, let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
So this is the last day of Black History Month. I am so excited because it's been 28 days and you all have watched all of my videos from this month, and I appreciate you guys all so much. But I have two parts in here, but one, a lot of people have been asking me to speak about Jasmine Crockett, or have like a segment about Jasmine Crockett. Now, I personally really love her, and I feel like she will fight for the best interest of the people. But I'm just so proud of her. I am so proud of her. And you know she cares. Like, and you can see it. So I added a clip about her, and she is from Texas. So I'm just really happy to be able to show you guys this. So anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you guys later.
On April 13th, 1919, tragedy struck prosperous black farmer Joe Ruffin at Carswell Grove Baptist Church in East Georgia. During the church's 52nd anniversary celebration, white lawmen without a warrant arrested Ruffin's friend Edmund Scott in their search for illegal alcohol. Despite Ruffin's attempt to pay Scott's bond, a violent confrontation unfolded as officers tried to extort Joe. Ruffin was shot in the head, and in response, his son Lewis killed one of the officers. This triggered the formation of a white mob intent on lynching the Ruffin family. Although Joe narrowly escaped, his two sons were tragically lynched, sparking violence in Jenkins County. Churches were burned, individuals were lynched, and black residents were targeted, marking the tragic beginning of the Red Summer of 1919.
Ever wondered who's making waves in Congress? Meet Jasmine Crockett, the fearless leader from Texas. Born in St. Louis, Jasmine Crockett's journey from a preacher's kid to a powerhouse in politics is nothing short of inspiring. With a background in law and a heart for justice, she first made waves in the Texas House, filing more bills than any other freshman. In 2023, Jasmine took on Congress, and she's been unstoppable ever since. From championing voting rights to advocating for criminal justice reform and DEI programs, she's a force to be reckoned with. Recently, she went viral for her passionate speeches against restrictive laws and for broadband equity. Re-elected with a whopping 85% of the vote, Jasmine Crockett is the bold, fearless voice Texas and the nation needs. Follow for more inspiring stories.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. But considering this is the last day of Black History Month, I am going to show you guys one of my favorite primers by a Black-owned brand. This primer has niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. It plumps the skin, but it also leaves the skin very smooth. Like, you see how glowy my skin is? It's that primer. And I promise you, it's a clean brand, and it's it feels so good on the skin. But even if you're not wearing makeup, it's a great primer because it'll give you like glow and radiance. Girl, I'm living for it. So here y'all go. I don't know if you guys realize, but in the last couple of weeks, my skin has been glowing. You know what it's been? These Danessa Marix primers. I absolutely love them, and you will too. And let me show you why you need them. Now, this is a primer that like smooths out the skin, but it also allows the skin to illuminate. But you see how it gives me that like goldish, look how pretty that is. Now, I put that on before I put on my foundation, and my foundation is matte, but it gives me a glow. I actually used this color today, which is Main Squeeze, and this one's fresh pressed. I'm going to show you on this hand. Look at that. So it's not giving that gold, but it's just giving that illuminating. I love these, and it's smoothing because it's very like you feel, I don't know how to explain it to you guys, but you know when you put on a primer and you know that it's smoothing out your makeup when you put it on, it's going to look very seamless. These definitely do that, and it feels really, really, really good on the skin. I think this would be great for mature skin, dry skin, oily skin. I'm oily, and this does not make me oilier. This just keeps my skin looking radiant without making me look oily. Look at that. And my makeup's been on for at least 3 hours. Honestly, I think this is a gem, and this is the only primer I've been wearing for the last 2-3 weeks. So I've tried it long enough. This is the one I use most of the time, but I've tried it long enough. This is a must-have, and I feel like you could wear this without makeup too, just for some glow and radiant skin. Listen, we love some radiant skin, y'all, but you gotta try it. You can get this at Sephora.com or in Sephora stores. This is a must-have for some radiant skin. Look at my skin, y'all. This is no filter. Mention this has niacinamide and hyaluronic acid, so it has a lot of skincare benefits in it. This is absolutely a must-have if you're on a skincare journey and you want your skin to look amazing. Danessa Marix did her thing.